We're expecting rain to make its way towards the Windy City. Storm heading to historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. The preseason is upon us. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, about to embark on that journey that ends with the Super Bowl. Greg, so good to finally have football back on the field.
Absolutely, and it doesn't matter if it's preseason, regular season, playoffs. When NFL football's on TV, Mike, it's just better. And I'll tell you what, for these teams and a lot of these young players, this is the start. Just like you said, this is a journey to making the roster, a journey to being there.
A big hole inside the 30. And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. Well, you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
Now, the extra point.
For the extra point.
He gets it to go, and the Browns will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. To return is Dallas Flowers. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Third season for Caleb Williams with the Bears. Greg, the #1 overall pick in 2024, took a huge step forward a season ago.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And for a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, that young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time, running out of that tunnel, these games go a long way, not only to making this current roster, but trying to make a career out of playing in the NFL.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. There go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Tackle made by the second-round pick.
35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Here's second and 3 to go. They will run it over center with Swift. And he's going to be corralled right at the line of scrimmage. That is good work defensively. They hold him to no gain. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable, incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short. Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on fourth down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
Here comes the Browns offense, and Greg, year 2 for Shedeur Sanders after his terrific success at Colorado, trying to do it here with the Browns.
There's so much conversation around the NFL, Mike, about the importance of these preseason games. And while the final score certainly doesn't matter, there is the evaluation of your roster, your personnel. You can't replicate these live reps and simulate them in practice. So these are your moments. Go out, play fast, play confident, build those reps that you need so when the regular season comes around, you're ready.
And they'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
That's complete. It's Cedric Tillman. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 18 on that one. First down, Cleveland.
Eyes closed and my heart open just to get this off my chest.
Fake to Judkins. Now Sanders to throw. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 35, here's second and 7.
At the 35-yard line.
Sanders will throw it. He finds Judy on that one. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here they come for third and 1.
And it's third down.
We'll try and run for the first with Judkins.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on fourth down.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
30-yard line.
Here's Williams. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. Jared first. He gets in there for the sack, and it looks like the timeoff has not slowed him down one bit. Third and long. Here's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is fourth down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Sanders. There's a screen set up for Judkins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment defense.
They bring Judy in motion. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6.
He was brought down by Kobe Bryant.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 4. Slot man gonna move in motion left.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see them throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. He'll try to pick this up with a pop pass, and he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Browns 1st down.
And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Start of the 2nd. Browns in control of the football. The rain has subsided. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. A play fake. Now Watson to throw. And he'll somehow manage to get rid of this. He took a shot, too. The pass falls incomplete. Rain seems to have abated, Greg, just a bit here as they come up to the line now for 2nd down. Send a man in motion right. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
3-yard line.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Sampson. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Dylan Sampson. Touchdown, Browns.
You know, some of these old school analysts and coaches, they might sit up here, Mike, and say, you know, why are you lining in the shotgun inside the 5? But depending on your system, when they want to spread you out on the goal line and make you defend every blade of grass, the ability to be in the gun really helps tie the run game and the pass game. This time they decide to keep it on the ground, but don't be surprised as this game goes on. If they're in this situation again, they've got a good complementary pass.
Schmidt, good on the extra point. And the Browns move out on top, 14-0. ready to go once more as the kick's away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. And Greg, week 1 here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
So we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason games away from practice that ends up being the deciding factor. And how often do we see not only do they make the roster, but in some cases they go on to really have critical roles down the line as the season unfolds. So I know to a lot of fans and some of the veterans, these games don't feel like a whole lot, but to some guys on that sideline, their entire careers are fun.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Keenum gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings
Third
up
and a yard.
1.
On the ground, here is Manunga. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake. You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
The Browns offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Play action. Watson. And he'll somehow manage to get rid of it. He took a shot, too. The pass falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Sampson. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. We'll save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down. On first down, right back to Sampson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
23-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, here's Watson. Moving left, he's going to keep it himself. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll run with Sampson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Dylan Sampson. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
All right, Mike, so down here tight, there's really 2 schools of thought. One, spread them out. Make them defend sideline to sideline, cover every blade of grass, and try to create some holes. The other side of that conversation is pack everybody in tight. We're tougher than you. We're bigger than you. And we're going to knock you back just enough to punch this in for a touchdown.
The extra point up and good by Smith. And the Browns will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's got it at the 1. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. He'll let this one go deep. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. See what they have for 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A give, and here comes Manunga. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears.
That's good.
33 yards.
First down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Run once more with Manunga. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Malik Collins makes the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
8. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Let's go. 60 Eagles.
Now, faking the give. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Now Keenum. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the Bears first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. That's a gain of 18.
1st and 10.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit. The Browns offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Sampson. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Sampson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Cameron Lewis there to make the play.
He's tackled at the
3rd and 5.
line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Watson. Bats to the open. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
To throw, here's Keenum. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw is Keenum. He'll take a shot down the field, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Chicago. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He knocks it through, and the Bears get back in it. It is 21-7.
Bears 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way.
The Browns take
and
over
no
first
chance
and
to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Watson. Open man is Tylan Wallace. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd.
First down, Browns.
1st and 10. Here's Watson. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Oregon.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Keenum looking to throw. That is intercepted. And the Browns will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. You're not going to get away with it at this level.
Now, 1st down throw for Watson. Now a shot here, deep middle. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Drive starts with a carry by Manunga. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Manunga gonna get it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a 1st down.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's in. Scotty Miller. Touchdown, Bears.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Santos for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Bears draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Bears 14. Santos, the kickoff for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Browns offense and quarterback Deshaun Watson getting set for their next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Watson now on 1st down. Open man, and that's Tillman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Automatic 1st down.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Off play action. Here's Watson. That's caught. It's Dylan Sampson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Open man. That is bomb. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Watson to throw again. The pressure going to cave in on him. He will go down.
goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
This is taken at his own 30. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Bears offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Going to start on the ground here with Manunga. And he'll get about 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll run with Manunga. He's got it. That's a first down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 24
Remember, he
yards.
had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing, Keenum. That is caught. On is Santos for the PAT. And this one is no good. He missed the extra point in this tight game. Boy, that could come to be a big factor as this second half rolls along.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Now Watson. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Watson to throw. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. To throw is Watson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. He's inside the 30. And he's going to score. He takes it back on the punt return. One play, 75 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. A special teams magic moment from the rookie who takes it all the way. What a great way to announce yourself to your teammates as a huge part of this team.
Yeah, and there's no greater way to establish value and to earn a role on a team, Mike, than through special teams. Now, when you could do it as a returner and you can impact the game by putting points on the board, man, that is different. In this case, that's exactly what he does, and that is a huge impact play.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll take it at the 12. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
On the ground, it's Sampson. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. A play fake. Now Watson to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, leads to a sack.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Bears offense and running back Kyle Monungai heading back out for their next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. They run straight ahead with Monungai. And wow, it's hard to get a square shot when he's moving like that. Spinning and turning and picking up 9 yards.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
They're going to run it here with Monungai. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Center leads him to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's a give to Monungai. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roschon Johnson. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Miles Bryant there to bring him down. going to be third. They need one.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Run now for Manunga. First down and more inside the 25. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
19 Tiger.
On the give, it is Manunga. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So we are through 3. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this. On second down, here's a run to begin the 4th quarter. And he'll take this down to the 6th. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
They'll run with Johnson. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. On the ground, here is Manunga. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
3 yards. It's now 3rd and
Big
goal.
play coming up. 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Keenum. And he will score again. Touchdown, Chicago. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Santos for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Browns 21. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. The Browns offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out first down and 10. Back to throw is Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Inside run with Sampson. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
He'll look Incomplete.
Watson's pass.
His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
A gain of 15.
Desperation time now sitting here in the fourth quarter. This is where the urgency of your 2-minute offense is so critical. How many plays can you run and how fast can you run them? Because one score is not going to do it. You're going to have to score and get the ball back and end up going down and punching it in again.
Come to the line now for first down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. That one taken in by Bonds. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Cleveland.
On first down, Watson. Throwing right, it's taken in.
Watson's pass.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Again, it's Watson.
At the Bears.
That's out wide to Judkins. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Browns.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And he just does manage to get rid of this one. Hounded by the defense. They nearly got him. Incomplete, setting up third down.
And 4 yards to go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. They snap it to Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
First down, here's Mononga. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Brings up second and 9 at the 14-yard line.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 9.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. That is caught. He finds Walker. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
They'll come up on a second and 7 from the 27.
At the 27-yard line.
They've got the lead. They're in control. In no hurry to snap this. And they'll take the clock down to the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Second and 7. A run once more with Mononga. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
Justin Jefferson on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
They'll drop to throw. This one complete right side. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
14 on the pickup. Good for a Bears first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A give, and here comes Monunga. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Straight ahead, it's Monunga. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 12
First and
yards.
10.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the Bears as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen.